Silence! Bring in the accused. I said shut up!
Our precious people of Eighterland, today is the trial regarding the case of the mysterious disappearance of our footwear. Today, speaking in the name of justice, our Honorable Judge, Mr. Alfred Pink.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of the people of Eighterland against Miss Sally Soxton. Are both sides ready?
Ready for the people, Your Honor.
Ready for the defense, Your Honor.
In front of this honorable court, the crime of slipper theft, which you should know is the #1 federal crime against the law of the honorable village of Eighterland. The prosecutor attorney may start his opening statement.
Today, my ladies and gentlemen, on Friday the 13th of December, the very first day of the Adha feast at 7 a.m., people were just done with their prayers when we found out about a crisis. All our slippers were gone. They've been stolen. In a small town like ours, it's obvious that it couldn't have been no one else from outside the village. So after discussions and investigations, witnesses have agreed that Miss Soxton was nowhere to be seen from dawn until 7 a.m. We believe that Miss Soxton stole our slippers while we were praying for uncertain purposes. Maybe for her financial benefit. Or maybe she was a little hungry. Sally Soxton is an evil criminal, and we ask the court to do right by her, us, the justice system, and God, and condemn this witch to death. Thank you.
Okay, the defense attorney may state her opening statement.
Well, on Friday the 13th of December 2004, my client Miss Sally Soxton was accused of the mass robbery of, well, slippers. A bunch of low IQ folks forgot where they put their slippers and are blaming Miss Sally Soxton.
Please have some respect.
With all due respect, Your Honor, how can one person steal the slippers of an entire town during the brief time of Adha prayer? Besides, Miss Sally is one of the most elegant and honorable citizens of Eighterland. We all forgotten her in her numerous endeavors to import state-of-the-art facilities to our schools? Have we become blind of the time she spent throughout the last year teaching in our own schools to our own children? Shame on us for ever accusing such an innocent person of such an awful crime.
Right, the witnesses may stand forward.
My baby! Look at her! Would she harm a fly? She looks so innocent. She's not a criminal.
Sit down, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Mason, do you promise that your testimony shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I, Martin Mason, swear to God that I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth.
All right. All right, the questioning may begin.
Mr. Mason, do you know Miss Soxton personally?
Yes, we are neighbors.
Would you please tell us your story regarding the incident?
It all started the night before the Eid. It was 2 hours past the midnight, and I started to hear sounds of clattering and banging. I thought it was my belly or my joints, like they always do, you know? But after 15 minutes, the sounds only got higher. And then I checked my door, and I found out that it was coming from the Soxton's house.
I see. So weird noises were coming from Soxton's house a few hours before the slipper incident. Well, Mr. Mason, did you notice any other weird things coming from Soxton's house? Smell? Large trash bags, perhaps?
I object, Your Honor. The prosecution attorney is trying to lead the witness to certain conclusions.
Objection accepted. The prosecution may continue the questioning. Please rephrase your questions as not to lead the witness.
Mr. Mason, please describe anything weird you've seen this night.
Well, there was that weird smell of vomit, but probably it was coming out of their food. It's too bad. They get it from the trash of the town.
Speaking of bad smell, what is this smell?
Yeah, it's like vomit.
Alright, so Mr. Mason, have you noticed any unusual activities by Ms. Soxton during the week before the incident?
Well, she has been meeting with strange people at strange times. These are probably slippers dealers. and there has been glass delivered to her house for 3 consecutive days. Maybe they're trying to build windows between the rooms or something. They don't have good brains, neither good food, you know?
Sort of, you bloody ignorant.
Silence, please. The accused may not talk without permission. The prosecutor attorney may continue his questioning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's obvious now that Miss Sally Soxton have been planning this plot of stealing our slippers and selling them to outsiders, like Mr. Mason said. Thank you, Mr. Mason. Do you want to add anything else?
Yes. Soxton, if you don't stop making this bad food with awful smell, I swear to God I'm going to burn your apartment down and burn the whole building. I want fresh air. I want to live in peace.
Does the defense have any question?
Yeah, just one question. Mr. Mason, from your story it is apparent that you hold personal grudges against the Soxton household. Are you sure that you told the whole story without leaving anything out?
I object, Your Honor. The defense is trying to attack the credibility of our witness, and he has sworn to tell the truth.
Objection accepted. The witness may go back to their place. Thank you, Mr. Mason.
Thank you. What in the bloody hell? Ketchup! It's raining ketchup! Yikes!
It's not ketchup, it's blood!
Murder! Soxton is trying to murder me!
Mr. Mason, please, no one is trying to murder you. It's just blood from our bare unprotected feet. Please go back to your place. The other witness may step up.
Martin, you ungrateful pest! Who has been sending you food every day since your wife died?
Miss Soxton, please, have a seat.
Miss Soxton, where has Sally been during the prayers?
Mr. Farian, what's wrong with you people?
Pasta what? What is that?
I worship spaghetti monsters.
Spaghetti monsters are not to eat.
You know, you bloody ignorant.
No one have seen them, smartass.
Sally?
No, later, please.
What was Sally doing last time? The time the prosecution's witness claimed she was planning the theft of our slippers?
My baby, she's such a kind girl. She spent her day making cakes for everyone to share and eat. Only that the cakes were burnt and she had to get rid of them.
She must have wanted to poison us all with those cakes.
Please continue.
What about the glass? What was she doing with the glass?
Sally is a brilliant girl. Have this, baby. I made it with love. She was probably trying to make something creative with all the glass.
Has she been recently meeting with outsiders?
No, never.
Ha! See? Miss Sally wasn't lying. She just said that.
But I just said she had!
It is either you are lying or Miss Soxton is, and women don't lie.
Oh, is this grinded glass? Oh, Mr. Mason, is this the glass that causes your feet to bleed?
Oh my God! I said she wanted to kill me!
Look. Silence, please. I have Fatta at home waiting for me. I'm starting to feel dizzy, people.
Me too. And what's all this glass anyway? Who did this?
Must have rained glass here. It might have been related to the rain that happened the night before. I wish I could find my socks. Must have lost them somewhere.
What mysterious rain?
At like 3 a.m. the night before Eid, there was some rain, had funny smell.
What were you doing up at 3 a.m.? Anyway, I lost my socks too.
What? You lost your
Your
socks?
Honor, they're interrupting
Yeah, I
me.
wish I could find them. I love my socks.
Let's get this over with.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's obvious that Miss Sally Soxton was simply misunderstood and that she had no bad intentions at all. Mr. Mason is just discriminating against her because she's a pastafarian and didn't attend the Eid prayers. He wants her accused at any cost and with any crime. I mean, now he's trying to say that she's trying to kill him.
The witness may step down.
Do you think our business has something to do with the stinky smell?
I don't know. Lots of things have happened and are happening. I mean, look, no one is wearing socks. Can you see this? No one is wearing socks. Looks like a sock eater or something has attacked the town.
Socks and slippers disappearing, glass cutting our feet. Is this a coincidence?
Must be aliens. Aliens are attacking us.
Or the spaghetti monster. Maybe Sally's their slave.
Please, behave.
Don't you dare! Sally cannot hurt an ant. She's an angel.
Please, people, I swear to God this is gonna be my last case. I'm resigning tomorrow.
That's so funny.
What's so funny, Soxton?
Sorry, sir, I'm just sure you resigned sooner than you expect.
She's crazy.
seriously considering resigning now. Whatever, the prosecution witness may step up. Mr. Mason, please come here for the cross-examination.
Mr. Mason, it was clear from your testimony that your relationship with the Soxtons isn't very good. I mean, you made offensive comments about their lifestyle and food, and you basically said that they lack intellect. Such information was completely irrelevant to your testimony. So, I'd like to ask you a question. You said that Mrs. Soxton was meeting with weird people at strange times, but you assume that this is related to the case all on your own, right?
Yes, because why would she meet with the strangers past midnight just a few days before our slippers were stolen?
Again, you're assuming that she missed the prayers to steal our slippers, but she's made it clear that she's not a Muslim. Also, Mrs. Soxton is currently barefooted as well, which means that her slippers were stolen too. I just hope that the jury and the judge take these facts into account when looking into Mr. Mason's testimony. Thank you.
I object. How were Sally's slippers stolen if she weren't even there in the prayers?
I don't know, they just left.
You don't make sense.
I do, you don't make sense.
Your Honor, the prosecution attorney is directly attacking my client. This should not be accepted.
Silence. The other witness may step up. Thank you, Mr. Mason. Mrs. Soxton, please come here.
Thank you, sir.
The cross-examination may begin.
Mrs. Soxton, I know that a mother's feeling can lead her to hide some things to save her child. You said that at the night of Eid she was making cakes and then they burnt and she got rid of them, right?
Yes. Yes, she did.
Great. That means that if we looked in your trash, we might find those cakes. Am I correct?
Probably yes, but you want them? That would be disgusting.
I love disgusting things. I asked the owner judge to give me 1 minute to make a quick call, please.
Of course, just make it quick.
Thank you. Oh, hello? Mr. Barber? Oh yeah, what have you found? Interesting. Thank you so much. You've been in very good service. Ladies and gentlemen, our honorable judge, I have called right now our police investigator, Mr. Barber. I've asked him to do me a favor. He went through the trash of the Soxtons and what he found was nothing close to cakes. He found 100 cans of castor beans. He happens to also be an expert in botany and he found out that castor beans can be used to make a very toxic substance called ricin. Once it is injected into one's bloodstream, it can be lethal and it will cause immediate death. No.
Oh my god, Miss Sally, these are our socks!
These are your socks?
Yeah, these are our socks.
Yes, you idiots. You're all fighting over trivial stuff, and you're unaware that you're all dying.
I told you, Sally Soxton is trying to kill us all.
But Sally, why?
Silence, please. I think we have enough evidence for both of the attorneys to make their closing statements before I announce the verdict. The defense attorney may step up.
Okay, Miss Sally has admitted herself that she's stolen our slippers. However, according to her long history of charitable deeds, it's logical to assume that maybe she just wanted to give us new footwear as an idiot.
No, I'm practically old.
Okay, my apologies, Your Honor. I can't do this. I don't think I can defend someone who wants to be proven guilty. This girl is crazy!
You're crazy.
Thank you, Miss Attorney. The prosecution attorney may step up.
As we've just heard, Miss Sally Soxton has admitted to have stolen our slippers and socks. I'm sure you haven't been up to for Holy Fest with all those castor beans. So you must have been really making some poison for it, because you've just bluntly confessed it that you want actually to kill us. Your deeds are devilish and corrupt, but it's puzzling me. How are you planning on injecting it in all of us?
I'm almost impressed, Mr. Prosecutor. I didn't want to inject each and every one of you with ricin, so I had to resort to a clever plan. Like my mama told you, I use glass for clever stuff. So, glass, ricin, blood, doesn't that ring a bell? Yes, it probably rings a bell because your clocks are ticking.
So everything makes sense now.
Excellent, you all deserve stickers. However, you missed one tiny thing. My up in crime. It's a machine, something hypocrites do not know. I used my ultra-turboiner 666 to contain shattered glass and poison.
666? She must be using the bar.
You did all this, our bare feet can get injured and then the poison will go into our bloodstream.
Yes.
It's all clear now. I ask the jury and the judge to give this witch a life sentence, something that is suitable for her crime.
You're the witch.
I'm speaking on behalf of the jury. I think it would be suitable that Miss Soxton is sentenced for life.
Ladies and gentlemen, in addition that Miss Sally Soxton has confessed her crime, it has been proven by the prosecution that she is guilty. Thereby, I sentence her to death by the power given to me.
But you forgot one thing, you're all going to die now, and I guess I'll have the pleasure of watching you die in 11, 10, 9.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, he
Oh my god, he collapsed! Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, Sally Soxton, this is not how you're going to get me.
I'm dying too.
Intelligence is really on a plus.
Give me back my socks! Give me my sock!
Go and get it, Soxty!
Give me my socks!
Oh my god, it's Rocky, you Let's go, it's Sally, it's Sally.
Rocky, I'll avenge you, my brother, if it's the last thing I do.
Silence! Okay. Start. Aruf, wait. Yeah.
صور وينزل كده بتصورني وانا رايح. I object, Mr. Judge.
Forever accusing such an innocent person of such an innocent crime, of such an awful crime.
تراكي، دوس على تراكي عشان لا دوس من هنا من هنا. ايه؟ احنا نعمل ايه؟ لا دي عروسه لعبه. هو اخته بقى هتكبر وهتروح مموتة الناس اللي عملوا كده يعني.
مش عربيتك بحبه يعني، مش تقولوا لي انتوا ناويين تعملوا ايه؟
لا هو بس كده.